It's the 2022 Sportys, Greater Orlando's Night of Champions. Sponsored by Orlando Health, Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Sportys, Greater Orlando's Night of Champions, presented by Orlando Health, Jewett Orthopedic Institute. The Sportys honor sports business professionals whose contributions and impact are vital in making Greater Orlando one of the country's premier sports destinations. The Greater Orlando Sports Commission has been working on behalf of the Central Florida community for the last 30 years. Let's look back at some of the more recent highlights.
So when does it start? It starts with a mission driven by a Greater Orlando. It starts with a region united by a love for the game. When does it stop? It doesn't. Because here there is no off-season. It starts when you accept the challenge, when you share the love, when there's a reason to rally, when I becomes we. It starts when you have access to every court, every field, every moment. It starts when you have options. Lots of options. It starts when you come for the game, but stay for the magic. When we shoot for the belt, the cup, the gold. So when does it start? It starts when you say, go.
Joining me is President and CEO of the Greater Orlando Sports Commission, Jason Siegel, and we are so happy to be with you tonight for the third year in a row to celebrate all of the tremendously talented individuals that reside here within our Greater Orlando sports community.
Thank you, Jamie. It's an honor and privilege to be able to partner with so many of our regional stakeholders and the individuals that lead their organizations as we collaborate to promote our wonderful destination, drive economic impact, and bring some of the greatest sporting events in the world to Greater Orlando. I want to share an excerpt from our FIFA World Cup bid that I think says all there is to say about Orlando. It reads, "We are an unstoppable city, the world's vacation destination, and the home of history-making moments. Orlando's explosive growth underscores our global appeal and our ability to accommodate diverse audiences. And as we've done countless times in the past, Orlando will continue to deliver bold, magical, safe, highly collaborative, and inclusive once-in-a-lifetime experiences for all who visit and for the residents of our great community. It's what we do best."
In 2021, change was constant, and we want to welcome a number of new leaders to Orlando. Jared Dillon to Orlando City, Orlando Pride, and Kevin Tebow to the Greater Orlando Aviation Authority, to name a few.
In the last 12 months, the big hits have kept on coming. UCF beat the Gators at the Gasparillo Bowl. Historic postseason appearances from the UCF women's basketball and softball teams. The Magic just secured the #1 pick in the NBA draft. The U.S. men's national team secured a major win at Exploria Stadium on their way to qualify for the 22 FIFA World Cup. The Seminole State women's golf team secured a three-peat natty, and the Winter Park High School women's crew team, is heading to the Henley to row against the best in the world this summer.
Orlando welcomed the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games to the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex and additional sports venues across our region. Florida Citrus Sports acquired the Florida Cup and will host Arsenal and Chelsea this summer. We hosted ECNL, CONCACAF Gold Cup, multiple NCAA conference and national championships, collegiate esports, high school state championships, Monster Jam World Finals, and multiple Bassmaster tournaments and LPGA tournaments.
Osceola Heritage Park has never been busier. Seminole County welcomed perfect game. The Orange County Convention Center kept rolling with multiple sporting events, the biggest being the upcoming AAU Volleyball National Championship. The Cure Bowl welcomed back the Chanticleers, and our good friends at Florida Citrus Sports and Orlando venues hosted the Cheez-It and Verbo Citrus Bowl games. And next year, NCAA March Madness returns to Orlando and the Amway Center in 2023.
Just a couple of weeks ago, the USTA National Campus hosted the men's and women's NCAA Division III National Championships right after Seminole County hosted the NCAA D2 Tennis Championships at San Lando Park. And last fall, the International Water Ski and Wakeboard Federation World Championships were hosted at Jack Travers Water Ski School in Lake County.
What other destination can match what we've accomplished here in Greater Orlando over the past 12 to 14 months? We have an incredible team at the Greater Orlando Sports Commission who have been working tirelessly to make tonight's event a reality. We received a record number of nominations and are proud to introduce Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute as our title sponsor and VyStar Credit Union as our reception sponsor, along with 60 finalists representing an astounding 36 organizations in 12 categories. Our board of directors were tasked with the next to impossible responsibility of selecting a winner in each category to receive these beautifully crafted awards from United Trophy. And our presenters and winners will all receive a gift bag from GLB Media Group. Thank you, Latria Graham. We are so thrilled that News 6 and all of tonight's sponsors stepped up to help us continue with the televised award show format that you'll see here tonight for the next hour. In addition to shining a spotlight on the wonderful professionals that have done such great work in our community, we wanted to have the opportunity to raise money for veterans in our community who are struggling. As a way to give back, a portion of tonight's ticket sales from our live event at the Orlando Museum of Art will be donated to the Mission United program. Here with me tonight to explain a little bit more about that program and accept a check for $2,000, the proceeds from last year's event, is Heart of Florida United Way's Mission United manager, Norris Henderson.
Thank you, Jason. It's great to be with you tonight. Our Mission United program provides services to veterans and eligible family members currently residing in Orange, Osceola, and Seminole counties. Through Mission United, we connect veterans and their families with community resources for education and employment support, as well as legal assistance, and, when possible, advocate on their behalf. Mission United is designed to address the complicated and fragmented systems for veterans services, as well as identify gaps and promote systemic change in the way our community supports our veterans. If you or someone you know is a veteran in need of assistance, Heart of Florida United Way's Mission United program may be able to help. For assistance, dial 211 or text your zip code to 898-211.
Thank you, Norris, for your service and for being with us here tonight. Before we announce our first award winner of the evening, I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Craig Mincer from our title partner, Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute. Dr. Mincer is an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine and is the chief medical officer for Orlando City Soccer Club and the Orlando Pride.
Good evening. Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute is proud to celebrate an evening of sports in Greater Orlando and the talented people behind the scenes that create such a wonderful culture we all cheer for in our hometown. Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute has been committed to caring for our sports community for more than 85 years. We have worked with every professional sports team in town and have the most experienced orthopedic and sports medicine physicians in Central Florida. We are extremely proud to honor those being recognized tonight for their hard work, dedication, creativity, and kindness. We are honored to be the official medical team for the University of Central Florida Athletics, Orlando City Soccer Club, Orlando Pride, the Orlando Ballet, Full Sail Orlando Health Fortress, Special Olympics Florida, and the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games. We're also the official medical team for Arnold Palmer Invitational, Seminole State College, Rollins College, XL Soccer World, and Eastern Florida State College Athletics. We partner with community sports groups, high schools, colleges, and professional teams to ensure that sport has a healthy and safe place in this community. We are unwavering in our commitment to supporting the health of our sports community, and we are grateful to be here tonight to celebrate so many of them. Thank you.
Let's get the show started. Our first Sporty is Best in Sports Media, presented by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. To help us introduce the award, please welcome last year's recipient, David Steele from the Orlando Magic.
Thank you, Jamie. These finalists all contribute to the greater Orlando sports community by acting as a liaison between sports and the fans. They capture breakthrough interviews, call plays for our favorite teams, and bring the excitement straight to our homes. Let's take a look at our finalists for the Best in Sports Media.
The nominees for Best in Sports Media are Mike Bianchi, 96.9 The Game and Orlando Sentinel; Alan Gooch, Orlando Sports Foundation and Curable; Marcos Perez, Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride; Gus Ramsey, Full Sail University's Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting; and Jamie Say, WKMG TV News 6.
Joining us remotely to present the award, please welcome Brian Ford, Chief Operating Officer for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
On behalf of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we are proud to present the 2022 award for the Best in Sports Media. Drum roll. And the award goes to Jamie Say of WKMG TV News Channel 6. Congratulations, Jamie, and your entire team.
The co-host of the Sporties isn't supposed to win a Sporty, but I will take it. All kidding aside, I'd love to thank the Greater Orlando Sports Commission for this award. It means the world to me. And so does living in Central Florida and working at WKMG News 6. I want to thank my teammates at News 6, Jeff Hoffman, Allison McGinley, David Dominato, Ryan Welch, Nathaniel Rivas, David Pingalore, and everybody else in the building who has helped me along the way. I also want to thank the viewers of Central Florida. It is my great privilege to present the sports news to you. I've been here for 12 years and I've seen so much growth in this area, and I am so excited to keep growing along with this awesome community. Thank you again. Here to introduce Best in Game Day and Team Operations, presented by Advent Health, is the 2021 winner, Tom Ward from Track Shack Events.
Thank you, and it's an honor to be here. Coming out of a pandemic with many organizations and participants looking to get back to normal, these finalists went above and beyond by safely executing events and game day operations on a large scale. Let's check out our finalists for Best in Game Day and Team Operations.
The nominees for Best in Game Day and Team Operations are Alicia Albert, Track Shack Events; Tom Bisignano, 2022 Special Olympics USA Games; Drew Donovan, Arnold Palmer Invitational; Joanne Wallen, USTA; and Elijah Williams, Jones High School.
Please welcome Sharon Line Clary, Vice President of Strategic Marketing and Communications for Advent Health.
It's an honor to represent Advent Health. And on behalf of our organization, we are proud to present the award for Best in Game Day and Team Operations. And the Sporty goes to Elijah Williams, Jones High School. Congratulations, Elijah.
First off, just want to say thank you to Principal Kirby and her leadership and that administrative team. Without any award you obtain, it always comes from the top and trickles down to different avenues. So just very thankful for our administration at Jones High School. Most importantly, just thank you for our student athletes. We have great, fine young men that do a great job and take academics seriously and sportsmanship seriously. And so any award that myself or my coaching staff achieve, is hats off to them. Again, thank you.
To introduce our next award, Best in Venue Operations, presented by the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games, please welcome last year's winner, Craig Borkin, Deputy Chief Venues Officer at Orlando Venues.
As sports fans, we often don't realize how much goes on behind the scenes to make an event happen. This has never been more true than it is now, as the events industry is rebounding and live events return to venues across the world. From coordinating safety and security protocols to overseeing staffing and operations, here are the finalists for Best in Venue Operations.
The nominees for Best in Venue Operations are Sade Battle, Andy Frayne Services, Tony Donnelly, Osceola Heritage Park, Charles Leone Jr., Orlando Venues, Kathleen Murphy, UCF Athletics, and Jessica West, Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride.
Joining us from the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games is Jackie Clare. Jackie is a marketing coordinator for the USA Games as well as a Special Olympics athlete. Her favorite sport to compete in is golf, and she serves on the USA Games Athlete Leadership Council.
Thank you, Jamie. It's an honor to represent Special Olympics and all my fellow athletes. For Best in Venue Operations, the Sporty goes to Kathleen Murphy for UCF Athletics. Congratulations, Kathleen.
I'm honored to be recognized for this award, along with a group of very talented people, and I would like to thank the UCF Athletics Department and Administration, UCF Facilities and Event Management Department, that I enjoy working with on a day-to-day basis, and all the UCF athletic teams that I have the opportunity to work with. Thank you again for this award.
Mr. Rusty Buchanan, I'd like to say congratulations.
Congratulations on your nomination.
Congrats, Rusty. Thanks for all you do for AAU.
You deserve it, and we hope you win.
Congrats, Rusty.
Gus, just want to say congratulations on being nominated. As somebody who heads up a show that's been nominated for the last 5 years and never won the Sports Emmy, I wish you luck. I know what it's like to be nominated, and it's an honor to be nominated, but boy, it certainly feels a whole lot better when you win. So bring home the Sporty for all of us here at Full Sail University.
Roy Schindel here from the Mission Inn Resort and Club. And on behalf of the owners and the entire staff, congratulations, Michael Bowery, for running an incredible golf program and for everything you do. Thank you very much. Congratulations on being a finalist.
Still to come on the 2022 Sporties, Greater Orlando's Night of Champions, the awards for Best in Marketing, Best in Communication and Public Relations, Best in Corporate Partnerships, and Best in Sales. This year's 2022 Sporties are sponsored by Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Advent Health, 2022 Special Olympics USA Games, Osceola Heritage Park, and our title partner, Orlando Health, Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
It starts with a little momentum, a small win, a bigger triumph, gaining strength with every motion, growing trust with every turn. For over 80 years, we've kept you moving. From pros and student athletes to weekend warriors, advancing care through all life stages, propelling tomorrow forward. Choose care closer to you. Choose Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
It's the 2022 Sporties, Greater Orlando's Night of Champions. Sponsored by Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
To introduce the Sporty for Best in Marketing, presented by Osceola Heritage Park, and to make a special announcement, please welcome our city's biggest sports fan, City of Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm thrilled to be here tonight to celebrate the tremendous work being done by all of tonight's finalists, and equally as excited to congratulate the Greater Orlando Sports Commission on their 30th anniversary. The Sports Commission has hosted more than 1,550 events across Central Florida, with a total economic impact exceeding $2.1 billion in spending within our community. City of Orlando has been a partner since the very beginning, and we look forward to our continued partnership with the Go Sports. On upcoming events like the 2023 March Madness at the Amway Center, that said, it is my honor to unveil the Sports Commission's 30th anniversary logo on tonight's broadcast. Congratulations to the Greater Orlando Sports Commission on 30 amazing years, and here's to the next 30 and beyond. Now, let's get on with the show. This group of finalists knows exactly how to connect to their incredible fan bases, promote their brands, and drive value to their organization. Here are the finalists for Best in Marketing.
The nominees for Best in Marketing are Mickey Boylan, Florida Citrus Sports; Caroline Brinson, Orlando Solar Bears; Alex Cesarino, UCF Athletics; Kevin Coulthart, Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride; and Michelle Sarachek, Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride.
Joining us now is Rich Mastroberti, Director of Marketing and Sales for Osceola Heritage Park.
On behalf of Osceola Heritage Park, we are proud to present the award for Best in Marketing. And the Sporty goes to Kevin Coulthart, Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride.
Thank you very much for this award. It was an honor to simply be acknowledged along with 4 other truly talented marketing executives in our community. Thank you to the Greater Orlando Sports Commission and the Sportys Committee for this recognition. For the last 8 years, I've had the pleasure to work alongside some of the most talented and hardworking professionals in sports. Their shared commitment to the club and our community inspires me on a daily basis. I'm sincerely grateful to our team for the nomination and everything that you do to fuel our success. Most of all, thank you to my wife and family. Through all the late nights and weekends, I could not do this without their love and support. Thank you.
Here to introduce our next Sporty, Best in Communications and Public Relations, presented by the Orlando Sports Foundation, is the 2021 winner, Casey Tanous with Full Sail University.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm honored to introduce our next group of finalists that create innovative ways of telling stories and strategize on how to connect their organizations to the world. Here are the finalists for the Best of Communications and Public Relations.
The nominees for Best in Communications and Public Relations are Sam Gardner, Florida Citrus Sports; Joel Glass, Orlando Magic; Megan Herboth, UCF Athletics; Jesse Liebman, Orlando Solar Bears; and Jackie Maynard, Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride.
Please welcome Alan Gooch, Chief Executive Officer of Orlando Sports Foundation and Director of the Cure Ball.
Good evening. On behalf of the Orlando Sports Foundation, we are honored to present the award for Best in Communications and Public Relations. And the Sporty goes to Joel Glass, Orlando Magic. Congratulations, Joel.
Thank you to the Greater Orlando Sports Commission for this honor. I truly consider this an organizational honor. Thank you to our PR staff, especially Trish Wingerson and George Galante. Thank you to Orlando Magic CEO Alex Martins for your support, guidance, and friendship. Finally, congrats to the other winners and nominees tonight. Always believe in magic.
For the Best in Corporate Partnerships, presented by Berman Hopkins CPAs and Associates, please welcome last year's winner, Amy Wise, from the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games. And on that note, a huge congratulations to Amy and the entire USA Games team on hosting such an impactful event here in our community just a few short weeks ago.
Thank you, Jamie. From premium services to sponsorships, the next group of finalists develop and deliver innovative opportunities for their corporate partners. Here are the finalists for Best in Corporate Partnerships.
The nominees for Best in Corporate Partnerships are Michael Bowery, Mission Inn Resort and Club; Michael Lulin, Orlando Magic; Tristan Mara, Florida Citrus Sports; David Strahan, Arnold Palmer Invitational; and Dylan Tell, Orlando Solar Bears.
Here to present the award from Berman Hopkins CPAs and Associates, please welcome Steve Rivera.
It is an honor to present the Best in Corporate Partnerships Award on behalf of Berman Hopkins CPAs and Associates. And the Sporty goes to Tristan Mara, Florida Citrus Sports.
Thank you so much for this award. I've had the pleasure of working with some amazing brands at Florida Citrus Sports, and whether I'm helping a Cheez-It-themed mascot zipline into the stadium, or building full-size Verbo displays on the field, or bringing massive activations to life at FanFest, I know I can always count on a typical day at the office being interesting. Engaging brands and enhancing the fan experience at sporting events is a passion, and it's one I'm honored to see recognized alongside such a talented group. I'm thrilled to have just been nominated, so thank you once again for the recognition.
Please welcome our 2021 recipient, Brooke Smalley from UCF Athletics, to introduce this year's finalists for Best in Sales, presented by Witham.
Thank you, Jamie. This outstanding group of individuals drive revenue and growth for their organizations, as well as specialize in ticketing and business development. Let's look at the finalists for the Best in Sales.
The nominees for Best in Sales are Nathan Berger, Orlando Magic; Cameron Cadell, Orlando City Soccer Club; Tara Coates, Mission Inn Resort and Club; Cooper Ferrer, Orlando Magic; and Joseph Kempa, Visit Orlando.
Please welcome Christopher Suto, Tax Supervisor for Witham.
On behalf of Witham, we are honored to present the Best in Sales Award. And the Sporty goes to Cooper Ferrer, Orlando Magic. Congratulations.
I am very honored to accept the 2022 Sportys Award for Best in Sales by the Greater Orlando Sports Commission. Congratulations to all the other finalists as well, as it was truly a strong group. I'd like to recognize my leadership team at the Orlando Magic with Chuck Litchie, Michael Ford, and Chris Dorso for making this possible. Plus, all of my Orlando Magic teammates and community for making me better every single day. Working in sports allows each and every one of us to have a brand and platform to transform our community, and I am proud to be part of the amazing group of people in this city who work hard to make Orlando a great place to live, work, and play. Thank you very much, and go Magic.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jared Dillon, the President of Business Operations for Orlando City, Pride, and Exploria Stadium. I want to thank our great partners at Orlando Health and Go Sports for sponsoring and hosting this event. Congratulations to all the deserving finalists tonight. And to my nine amazing teammates, Kaya, Jackie, Luis, Cameron, Thang, Kevin, Michelle, Marcos, and Jessica, you guys rock. Thank you for everything you do for our organization. Go City and go Pride.
Joseph, on behalf of all of us at Visit Orlando, we are so proud of you being recognized for the 2022 Sportys Award in the sales category. We know all of your hard work you've done to work with our partners at the Greater Orlando Sports Commission has paid off, and we're grateful to have you on the team. We look forward to your continued success.
Roy Schindel, Executive Director of Sales and Marketing at the Mission Inn, and on behalf of the owners and the entire staff, I want to congratulate Tara Coates on being a finalist in the Sportys. Thank you so much for all that you do for us all year long.
Still to come on the 2022 Sportys, Greater Orlando's Night of Champions, the awards for Best in Social Responsibility, Sponsorship Activation of the Year, and Best in Business Operations. This year's 2022 Sportys are sponsored by Orlando Sports Foundation, Berman Hopkins, CPAs and Associates, Witham, Full Sail University's Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting. And our title partner, Orlando Health, Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
It starts with a little momentum, a small win, a bigger triumph. Gaining strength with every motion, growing trust with every turn. For over 80 years, we've kept you moving. From pros and student athletes to weekend warriors, advancing care through all life stages. Propelling tomorrow forward. Choose care closer to you. Choose Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
It's the 2022 Sportys, Greater Orlando's Night of Champions. Sponsored by Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
To help present our next award for Best in Social Responsibility, please welcome the founding president of the Greater Orlando Sports Commission and chairman of Orlando's 1994 FIFA World Cup host committee, Joni Sherm.
Thanks, Jamie. I am so pleased to be here with you tonight. June 23rd marked the 50th anniversary of Title IX being passed into American law and helping create gender equity in sport. Before Title IX, women, like me, were overlooked in sports and were not nearly as supported as male athletes were. In 1972, 30,000 women were competing in NCAA athletics compared to 170,000 men. In 2020, with more than 500,000 student athletes in the NCAA, the progress is clear. Women make up 44% of student athletes. That's nearly 223,000 women with more opportunities than ever before. Title IX changed the narrative. It created a more equal playing field. It allowed women to finally get the recognition they deserve. Now let's turn our attention to the amazing group of finalists who led initiatives within their organizations that focus on positive and inclusive impact for our community. Here are the nominees for Best in Social Responsibility.
The nominees for Best in Social Responsibility are Gregory Bird, Dr. James R. Smith Neighborhood Center, Kaya Forget, Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride, Colleen Gonzalez, Grow Central Florida Inc., Alan Gooch, Orlando Sports Foundation and Cure Bowl, and Asia McMillan, Beyond 4 Foundation.
Now joining us is the Program Director for Sports Marketing and Media at Full Sail University, Raylan McAfee.
It is an honor to represent Full Sail University, the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting, and our other sports degrees at Full Sail University. We are proud to present the award for Best in Social Responsibility. And the Sporty goes to Gregory Bird from the City of Orlando's Dr. James R. Smith Neighborhood Center.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. What an honor and blessing it is just to be recognized as the finalist among so many outstanding people. Thank you for this Best in Social Responsibility Award. I truly believe the youth are our future and responsibility. We look forward to continue impacting the lives of Orlando youth at Dr. James R. Smith Neighborhood Center, along with staff and volunteers, to ensure that we are a great sports city and a great city. Thank you.
Here to introduce Sponsorship Activation of the Year, presented by OUC, is Pedro Arujo, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Brand for Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride.
On behalf of the Orlando Pride, who won this category last year in partnership with Orlando Health for our Ad Astra Jersey launch, I'm thrilled to be here tonight to recognize these exceptional partnerships and creative activations. Let's look at the finalists for Sponsorship Activation of the Year.
The nominees for Sponsorship Activation of the Year are Arnold Palmer Invitational and VyStar Credit Union, Patriots Outpost. Florida Citrus Sports and Cheez-It, Prince Chedward. Orlando Health and Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride. Come out with pride. Orlando Magic and Florida Blue. Magic Diversity Game Changers. And UCF Athletics and Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute, UCF Football Space Game.
Please welcome Linda Ferroni, Chief Customer and Marketing Officer for OUC.
On behalf of OUC The Reliable One, we're honored to present the Sponsorship Activation of the Year. And the Sporty goes to the Orlando Magic and Florida Blue for Magic Diversity Game Changers.
On behalf of the Magic Global Partnership Team and Florida Blue, I'd like to thank the Greater Orlando Sports Commission for recognizing the Magic Diversity Game Changer presented by Florida Blue as Sponsorship Activation of the Year. Thank you to our longstanding partners at Florida Blue, including Tony Jenkins, Tanya Easterling, Crystal Ritter, Lauren Kirksey, and Kat DeCecco for their continued support and commitment to making an impact throughout the Central Florida community. Thank you to Alex Martins, Magic Leadership, and my Magic teammates for bringing this activation to life. Congrats to the other nominees, and thank you again.
To introduce the award for Best in Business Operations presented by Mission Inn Resort and Club, please welcome last year's winner, Doug Patterson from Orange County Public Schools.
Our next group of nominees are the glue behind the scenes. They work within their organizations to ensure success across all departments, implementing countless important initiatives. Let's take a look at the finalists for Best in Business Operations.
The nominees for Best in Business Operations are Rick Allen, 2022 Special Olympics USA Games, Clyde Boutte, Orlando Venues, Tang Boyd, Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride, Jack and Leilani Travers, Travers Water Ski School, and Mike Zwir, Zwir Consulting and Track Shack Events.
To present the award, joining us is Roy Schindel, Executive Director of Sales and Marketing for Mission Inn Resort and Club.
It's an honor to represent Mission Inn Resort and Club, and on behalf of our organization, we're proud to present the award for Best in Business Operations. And the Sporty goes to Rick Allen, 2022 Special Olympic USA Games. Congratulations.
This is such a tremendous honor. I want to say thank you to the Greater Orlando Sports Commission and Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Clinic. I have to tell you that it's just an honor to be in the same group as Clyde, Thang, and Mike, Jack, and Leilani. And I have to add, it's been just a tremendous privilege to work to celebrate the athletes with the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games, something that is just a culmination of a career for me. So the real highlight, I would tell you, is that the team here did all the work, and I had really such a great support group. So thank you again so much from the bottom of my heart. This means so much. I appreciate it.
On behalf of all of us at the USTA, I want to congratulate Joe Wallen for being selected as a finalist for the 2022 Sportys Award for Game Day and Team Operations. Joe's incredible talent, dedication, and passion for tennis has helped make the USTA National Campus one of our sport's greatest success stories. Thank you, Joe, for helping us raise our game.
Coach Williams, congratulations on this very unique award. No one deserves it more than you. This community would not be the same if it wasn't for you. The impact you have in our community with you, the impact you have in our community with our young professionals. Coach Will, thank you so much for everything you've done for me personally. I can't think of anyone else who deserves this award more than you. We all love you in the city of Orlando. Coach Elijah Williams, thank you again and well deserved.
Still to come on the 2022 Sportys, Greater Orlando's Night of Champions, the awards for the Chairman's Award of Excellence and Executive of the Year. This year's 2022 Sporties are sponsored by OUC, the reliable one. Mission Inn Resort and Club. Pizza Hut. VyStar Credit Union. And our title partner, Orlando Health, Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
I'm Mike Bianchi, joined by my colleague Brandon Kravitz. You know, while tonight's celebration is focused on the men and women whose passion and talent help elevate our community sports scene, I am so pleased to join you all to take a look back and share this past year's player, and team of the year. When it comes to plays of the year here in Orlando, the conversation takes me right over to Tampa and the Gasparilla Bowl and this game-changing, momentum-crushing catch by UCF wide receiver Ryan O'Keefe as the Knights defeated the Gators 29-17.
And amidst all of the stellar player and athlete candidates from this year, this one individual athlete certainly tops them all. The GOAT. 44-year-old Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady came one win short of guiding his team to a record 11 Super Bowl appearances throughout his illustrious career. And joining us remotely from Tampa to accept the award on Brady's behalf is Chief Operating Officer for the Buccaneers, Brian Ford.
Hey, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Mike. I tell you, Tom is so excited. He's just disappointed that he couldn't join you there tonight, as I am. But we are so excited and appreciative of this recognition. On behalf of Tom, our entire organization, thank you so much. And most importantly, congratulations to all the other winners tonight. With that, back to you in the studio, Mike and Brandon.
Thank you, Brian. And for the team of the year, there are so many great candidates, including the Montverde boys and girls basketball teams, both capturing the high school basketball national championships. But the clear choice for team of the year has to go to the UCF Knights women's basketball team. Wow, Coach Abe's squad won the American Athletic Conference tournament title and received an automatic bid to play in the NCAA tournament as a 7 seed. It was the highest the Knights had ever been seeded in program history. UCF went on to defeat Florida in round 1 before coming up short by 5 points after a hard-fought game against the UConn Huskies. What a year it was. Now, don't go anywhere. Coming up next, after the break, is the Chairman's Award of Excellence.
It starts with a little momentum, a small win, a bigger triumph, gaining strength with every motion, growing trust with every turn. For over 80 years, we've kept you moving. From pros and student athletes to weekend warriors, advancing care through all life stages, propelling tomorrow forward. Choose care closer to you. Choose Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
It's the 2022 Sporties, Greater Orlando's Night of Champions. Sponsored by Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute.
Our next award is a special one. The Chairman's Award of Excellence honors a role model in the Central Florida region that has been a long-term contributor to not only the Sports Commission, but also to the local community. To help present this award, please welcome Ariana Bowman, Marketing and Events Manager for Pizza Hut.
Thank you, Jamie. On behalf of Pizza Hut, we are honored to sponsor the 2022 Chairman's Award of Excellence. It is my pleasure to introduce Farron Kelly, Vice President at ESPN Wide World of Sports and Chairman of the Greater Orlando Sports Commission Board of Directors, who will present this year's award.
The Greater Orlando Sports Commission exists to make Central Florida a better place to work and live through the innumerable benefits that sports bring to the community. And as a part of tonight's celebration, I have the honor of recognizing a single individual who has made an impact that exemplifies the values of this organization. Chris Carmody is a native son of Orlando. He was in the stands in the Citrus Bowl in the 1994 World Cup matches, and 2 years later worked as a volunteer for the Olympic soccer games. All of this while running cross country for Bishop Moore High School and earning his Eagle Scout. Upon graduation from high school, Chris went north to Gainesville, where his passion for sports was only equaled by his commitment to public service, as he was not just a Gator sports fan, but also a leader at UF, serving as the president of the Student Government Senate. Chris's academic pursuits continued with admission into the University of Florida College of Law, where he researched for the Center for Governmental Responsibility and interned at the Florida Supreme Court. Now, fortunately for all of us, Chris returned to Orlando as a newly minted attorney and joined Gray Robinson, where he has become a highly respected lobbyist as well as a litigator in multiple areas, including sports law. His contributions to Central Florida are numerous, as he has been part of the lobbying teams that have worked on the approval of the Amway Center, the securing of Orlando City as an MLS franchise, the enhancement of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, and most recently, our city's bid to be a host for the 2026 World Cup, something his 14-year-old self probably couldn't imagine as he sat in the Citrus Bowl stands in 1994. Outside of work, Chris's passion for sports permeates his life. He's run over 10 marathons, including Boston and Disney, both twice. He's a lifelong Orlando Magic and Gator fan, as you can probably imagine. And much to his wife's chagrin, if they are traveling anywhere, Chris will immediately see if a local sports team is playing. You see, Chris believes the best way to experience his city is through their sports culture. So tonight, as we celebrate the sports culture here in Orlando, it is only fitting that we honor a man who has given so much to this community. It is my honor to present the 2022 Chairman's Award of Excellence to my friend, Chris Carmody.
Well, thank you, Farron. It's truly an honor to be given this award. I'm humbled by it. My service, my firm's service for the Greater Orlando Sports Commission, it's really rooted in a passion for our community and the role sports play in it, whether it's coaches, teammates, winning, losing, the game. It teaches all of us and our children so many lessons in life, and I'm so proud and grateful to be a part of this great organization and the difference we're making in our community here in Central Florida, Greater Orlando. In accepting this honor, Farron, I really feel like I need to acknowledge and thank a few others and give this to them. And so if you will, I'll start with Charlie Gray. I work at Gray Robinson. The founding member and still practicing member of our firm is Charlie Gray. And he always said, if you build your community, you build your firm. And that's sort of the ethos of we all pay our civic rent. And that's always been the vision he's laid out from every lawyer that's come before me and those who have come after me to give back. And in this role with the Sports Commission, it's our way of giving back and supporting. And with that, I must thank my late, great mentor and partner, Fred Lenhart, who was on the founding board of the then Orlando Sports Commission, and it's had a couple iterations then. Since he was one who pulled me in to support his role as general counsel, and about 10 years ago turned over that gavel to me to work with this board as the general counsel, and it's been the ride of a lifetime. I'm grateful to Fred for being that mentor to me and always encouraging me to do things that gave back to our community, and this is one that I want to thank you, Fred, for allowing me to do that. I think also important to note teammates in this process. I may play the role as general counsel, as you know, Farron, but and Jason knows as well, we bring a lot of my folks in. Robert Stewart, who's directly on my team, helps on a lot of the government issues. And of course, a lot of our attorneys have stepped in and supported this organization. And this is as much theirs as it is mine. And then I definitely need to make sure I acknowledge my family. My wife, Lauren, and my kids. The number of times I've had a dinner time phone call with Jason, and I've gotten that look from my wife of who is that? And I have to, it's Jason. Jason, the number of times she's kind of given me the look and said, okay, I'll allow it. Tell him hello. She doesn't do that for pretty much anyone else. So we can't do any of this that we do in our lives without the support of our family. And so Lauren and kids, I'm grateful for giving me that support to allow me to do this. And look, let's wrap this up. But Jason, you and your team are amazing. I can't think of a more amazing organization, top to bottom, that's giving so much back to our community. And it really makes the role I play in all of this that much more rewarding. And then I'll come back to you, Farron. You and the board, You're volunteering all of your time to put this forward, this great organization for Greater Orlando that not just brings sports tourism, which is obviously helping all of our economic bottom line, but it changes our community, whether it's pre-pandemic or during the pandemic or since. Sports has led the way in many ways to lift up our community, and I'm proud to play a small role in it all, and even more proud that you think to honor me with it. So Farron, Jason, the team, everyone, I'm so truly humbled and honored by this, and thank you.
To help us with our final sporty of the evening, Executive of the Year presented by Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute, please welcome the Honorable Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings.
This past Sunday and Monday, we celebrated Juneteenth, which commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. It's another reminder that although our country has come a long way, our journey to equality is not complete. Our community is fully committed to ensuring that all residents and visitors are treated equally and have equal access to opportunity. Now, it's my honor to introduce our last award of the evening. Our nominees for Executive of the Year come from various sports organizations from across the region, including 8 finalists from Orange County. They have unique talents and skills, but they all share one thing in common: an incredible desire and passion to make Orlando the top sports destination in the country. Let's take a look at the finalists for Executive of the Year.
The nominees for Executive of the Year are Kevin Boyle, Montverde Academy; Rusty Buchanan, Amateur Athletic Union; Joe Zalick, 2022 Special Olympics USA Games; Steve Hogan, Florida Citrus Sports; Alex Martins, Orlando Magic; Katie Stoves-Miller, Wise, Greater Orlando; Terry Mohajer, UCF Athletics; Luis Musi, Orlando City Soccer Club; Penny Parker, Rollins College Athletics; and Ricardo Volar, Florida Cup and Florida Citrus Sports.
Joining us once again from Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute, please welcome Dr. Craig Mincer, orthopedic surgeon and chief medical officer for Orlando City Soccer Club and Orlando Pride.
On behalf of Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute, we are honored to present the Executive of the Year Award, and the sporty goes to Terry Mohajer, University of Central Florida Athletics.
I'd like to thank the Greater Orlando Sports Commission. It's an honor to be nominated with such an outstanding group of people. I accept this award on behalf of 450 student athletes and more than 220 support staff and coaches. I am beyond blessed to represent this great university and to lead Orlando's hometown team. Go Knights and charge on.
On behalf of News 6 WKMG, it's been an honor to present and host the 2022 Sporty Awards. Congratulations to all of our award winners, and thank you for all you do. I'd like to turn it over one more time to the Greater Orlando Sports Commission CEO, Jason Siegel.
As we close tonight's program, and on behalf of our staff at the Greater Orlando Sports Commission, the 89 members of our board of directors, our corporate partners, including tonight's title sponsor, Orlando Health Jewett Orthopedic Institute, and reception sponsor, VyStar Credit Union, our stakeholders, and thousands of volunteers, I want to thank all of the great people here at News 6. Jeff, David, Bob, Rich, Philip, Derek, Ryan, Ivan, Chris, Steve, Anand, James, and Jamie Say. A heartfelt thank you to all of you for pulling tonight's event together yet again. I would be remiss if I didn't thank our local and regional funding partners, including Governor DeSantis, along with Angela Suggs and the good folks at the Florida Sports Foundation, Mayor Demings in Orange County, Mayor Dyer and the City of Orlando, and our partners in Osceola, Seminole, and Lake counties. Congratulations again to my good friend Chris Carmody, and to all the Sportys finalists and winners. We look forward to being back again next year. Have a great night.
It is a privilege to be recognized.
We'd like to thank you for nominating us.
Thanks to all the runners who've been involved in the events I've worked.
Without your support, I could not continue to show up.
It's an honor to get to do what I do every day and tell the stories of our players.
It's an honor to be mentioned in the same breath as all of my fellow nominees.
I've been truly honored and blessed to be able to share your stories.
I love that I get to do what I do and call it work.
Well, thank you, Go Sports, for this great opportunity.
First off, I wanted to congratulate all the other nominees.
Thank you for your partnership over the years.
I feel so incredibly lucky to do what I do.
Thank you very much for this great honor.
We hosted the largest ever Special Olympic USA Games.
I am truly humbled and grateful to have been nominated.
I also like to thank the entire basketball staff and all the players.
I'm honored to represent Orlando.
It's so nice to be doing what we love the most now, which is competing.
I'd like to congratulate Greater Orlando Sports Commission.
It means a lot to all of us who are involved in sports day to day. Congrats to all the nominees and winners, and thanks again, Go Sports.
And so thank you for the recognition and your continued support.
Cannot wait to see how Orlando sporting events continue to change the game.
It is, for me, really a dream come true.
What an honor it is to make a difference in the lives of others.
It's an honor working with you every day. Go Knights, charge on.
To my family and friends, thank you so much for always putting up with my ever-changing schedule.
It is an absolute honor to be among this amazing group.
Orlando's sports economy is thriving thanks to the efforts of so many pros.
I wouldn't be here without all of your hard work and dedication, so I cannot thank all of you enough.
I'm grateful for the recognition that I received.
Thank you so much to the Butcher family and all of the team here at Mission Inn Resort and Club.
Thank you to the Orlando Magic for all of your support.
We're honored to be recognized for our efforts to bring teams together to find a cure for cancer.
It's truly humbling to be recognized within the industry. Together, we grow healthy kids and grow healthy communities.
I am blessed to be able to do this job here in our Central Florida community.
Thank you to the Greater Orlando Sports Commission for recognizing our efforts.
It was an honor to work with Orlando Health on our 5th annual Space Game.
Prince Chadwell!
Thanks to my incredible faculty. They work hard every day to ensure our students receive the best sportscasting education in the country.
I'm surrounded by champs that amaze me day after day.
Thank you to the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game for nominating me.
Always remember your why and keep smiling along the way.
Then I would like to thank the organization for giving me a development and growth opportunities to be able to be in a vice president role.
I hope you all have a blessed day. And of course, Go City.
Find a group of people who challenge and inspire you. Spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night.